Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the KingFanMan with a Starfield news update. And hey, if you love Starfield, the Elder Scrolls, and Fallout, and you're not subscribed yet to the KingFanMan channel, why not? Bethesda's all I talk about on this channel, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We just got some more great news in regards to Starfield. Last week I reported that a Polish insider with a good track record said that Starfield would be coming to the PlayStation 5 and getting its next DLC in April, with the probable release date being April the 7th. Now we have another insider, Shinobi602, which is a very well-known insider with an incredible track record, telling us that the new Starfield DLC and port to PlayStation will be revealed next month, March 2026. Last week I mentioned the new Starfield DLC and PlayStation port might be shown off, or at least teased, at the upcoming PlayStation State of Play. But Shinobi602 says Starfield won't be at the State of Play, but it will be shown off by Bethesda in March. This is actually great news for us because we will get a much better and deeper showing since it's coming straight from Bethesda. Last year, Bethesda told us they had been working hard to make space travel more immersive, more seamless, and more rewarding. They also teased this title screen, Terran Armada, which many now think is the title of the upcoming DLC. We also learned that Bethesda has upgraded the Creation 2 engine once again to pull off the more seamless adventures. Jess Gordon says that Bethesda has incorporated some technology from the Unreal 5 engine into the Creation 2 engine to cut down on the amount of loading screens and to help enhance other systems of the engine. If these upgrades work well, we can expect to see all this new tech in the upcoming Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5. So when and how will Bethesda and Xbox show off all these new upgrades and additions to Starfield? Well, here is how one recent article put this question. So what's this reveal going to look like? Well, the developers got a history of hosting its own game-specific showcases, speaking of Bethesda, or the announcement could just be part of some currently unknown Xbox event, but it shouldn't be long until we find out for sure. So will Bethesda have this showcase for themselves in March? Well, as the article said, they have definitely done this in the past, but we have to ask the question, is the new Starfield DLC and overhaul enough to have a whole showcase from Bethesda? Probably not. But they could also show what's coming next in Fallout 76 and some other things like that. I'm sure Bethesda has enough to make a pretty good 30 to 45 minute showcase. But since the Elder Scrolls 6 is not ready to be shown off, and things like the upcoming remaster of Fallout 3 is also probably not ready, Starfield would be the main part of the show, and that would be perfectly fine with me because we have all been waiting quite a while to see all they've been working on. But as the article also suggested, Xbox could have yet an unannounced showcase in March to show off a little more of what they have coming this year. I actually find this less likely since we just had an Xbox event in January and we know there's another one coming in June. I do think we will get more than just a little trailer from Bethesda, so I suspect we will get a Starfield-focused showcase from Bethesda, but however they do it, we don't have long to wait. This article goes on to say, Starfield's 2.0 update, which is said to include a significant overhaul of some gameplay systems, will almost certainly be the headline act, and a second expansion could also be on the cards based on previous reports. The bottom line here is that Bethesda is going to try and push something of a comeback for Starfield, which has never quite managed to live up to the project's initial hype. We're left wondering just how far the studio will go. This is exactly what all of this is. This upcoming DLC, all the overhaul they have done to the game systems, the cutting down of loading screens, the upgrade to the engine, and the PlayStation port. Instead of trickling out these upgrades to us over the last year and a half, they have held on to everything to show it and then quickly release it all in one big push to help Starfield appeal to more people. Starfield already has a solid fan base, but Xbox and Bethesda are obviously hoping all these changes and additions, plus making it available to the PlayStation fans, will give Starfield the greatest chance to be more recognized for the great game that it already is. The success or failure of all these changes and additions will greatly affect Starfield's future. If this March reveal and April release is a huge success and player numbers greatly increase, no doubt Microsoft will be watching. This would greenlight more future DLCs for the game, but if it is received like Shattered Space was, you can bet Microsoft will demand Bethesda move on from Starfield, and this will be the last content we ever get for the game, at least from Bethesda. So a lot rides on the success or failure of this project. Also remember, Bethesda has already shown all of this content to several creators, allowing them to play the upcoming DLC and test out these new game systems. So there's no doubt Bethesda, along with their showcase, will also greenlight these creators to show their content as well. So we don't have long to wait at all until we will get to see a lot of new gameplay from Starfield. So here is the rundown of all we know. Bethesda had this behind closed door Starfield event for creators. Then we have multiple reports saying a big update for 2026 will overhaul space travel, fewer loading screens, more seamless flight, and broader changes to exploration. Also, instead of moving to Unreal like the Oblivion remaster, Starfield will stick with a heavily updated creation engine, and those changes are meant to carry into the future of Bethesda games. Also, a PlayStation port and possible Switch 2 port version are both coming as well in 2026. And finally, a second major expansion, either named Terran Armada or Starborn, is expected to land around the same time as this Starfield 2.0 style patch. As for me, I am super excited to see what Bethesda's been working on, and I can't wait to get my hands on it in April. I would love to know what you are excited for and maybe concerned about in the upcoming Starfield DLC and overhaul. Thank you for getting your Bethesda news right here in the King's Corner. Hey, before you get out of here, hit that like button if you don't mind, and if you really liked it, hit the hype button as well. Both of those things help this video get out to more people. I am the KingFanMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.